Good morning. Happy Monday. I hope everyone's having a great morning so far. I am currently positive, which is great. See how the rest of this session plays out. But pretty decent price action actually. Even on the 30-second chart, like it's pretty smooth. So I think the market opened like around here, so somewhere up in there. So pretty smooth price action. I almost had an entry like around here, but turns out I didn't. Close on. So yeah, there's a discrepancy in my P&Ls because when I logged on this morning, my trade copier, I didn't even have a window for the trade copier. I don't know what the heck happened because I don't ever remember closing it last night, but maybe I did when I was journaling to put like all my remaining thresholds and stuff in my journal. Yeah, so then I ended up taking a couple of more trades that was the same exact way, and I'm like, what the heck am I doing? This is a really weird spot, but yeah, so once I turned it on, then we've been good to go since then. This is a really weird spot. Okay, well, at least it didn't reverse because just the place that it was in is super weird. My minor and middle levels are literally equal to each other right now, so I was kind of confused as to where I wanted the POC to be, because if the middle wasn't above, it would have needed something totally different than if the middle was below it. So, but it all worked out. Good morning, Rio. Good morning, Trenches. How are you guys this morning? Good morning. I believe I've taken, I've taken 6 trades on the leader and just 1 on the follower. And actually, no, it's probably 5 because I think I ended up getting into a double entry on one of the trades, which is annoying because, yeah, I did. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. So I'm like 3, 1, and break even. But it's kind of trash because the trade that broke even, I only broke even because I realized that first of all, my entry was late. And then on top of that, like, because I saw that it was about to be late, I pressed the button again. I have to stop doing this, but I pressed the button again, which gave me the double entry. So then I just went ahead and broke even. So had I gotten in on time, it actually would have been a full win. So I'll show you guys that in just a sec. And actually, I probably can now. But yeah, besides that little hiccup, and then one of the losses, I'm a little bit, I'll show you guys. When I went back through my data, I think that was the first time it happened, but I can't be for sure just yet. I'll have to wait until like I have time to actually go through everything. So this was the first trade, and it was this divergence sell, which you can see I lost. You can see that we changed trend biases, which is not the problem, but there was like 4,700 volume in this swing and only 970 in that one. So what I want to do is look through the data to see if I have any other examples where we had an overall trend bias change with this counter trend divergence, with this last swing being higher than the previous swing in the same direction, because I have a feeling that that was the problem with this trade. Don't quote me, but I do have a feeling. Hold on, let me see. Make sure I'm not missing anything, and I'm not. All right, so that was the first trade. And like I said, when I quickly went through the data, I didn't see anything. So we'll see. But it's just like from a logical standpoint, that counter trend is probably not the best because we changed trends and it was too much of a push, I guess. So this was the second trade. This is the one that I had to break even because I had multiple entries and I didn't realize. And yeah, it was a full win. And okay, wait, we have a pretty decent sized push right now. Oh, but I can't take that trade anyway. All right, so let me go back again. And actually, I lied. I'm going to show y'all the rest of the trades a little bit later because we're moving a little too much at the moment. But yeah, and then I did have one trade where my copier actually was finally turned on, but I just didn't get filled on the followers. And when I saw that, I went and I was like, wait, no, the trade copier is still on. So then I went ahead and I checked the orders tab and saw that I had the orders hanging there. So I'm glad that I noticed that, and I'm probably just going to keep the orders tab open. I don't feel like I need to see the positions tab anymore. Well, no, I guess I could look at it, but I feel like on that particular trade, it won so fast that I'm actually surprised that I caught the fact that I wasn't in the trade on the followers. I only knew when I saw the discrepancy in the P&L. All right, that's a pretty decent size push down. All right, good morning, online safety. How are you this morning? You have a small loss, but try to make money today. That's all right. That's all right. We got time to make it back, and there's pretty decent price action. So let's see what it gives us for the rest of the day. That's 8 times 2. Okay, I didn't want to take that. Good morning, Mario. How are you? Do I still trust Apex? Absolutely. I understand there's a lot of chatter online in regards to Apex, but first of all, you have to think about where the source is coming from. And second of all, a lot of people who are getting denied, it's for a reason. They're just not following the rules. So for me, I don't really care to pay attention to people who are bitching about rules being enforced in a contract that they all signed blindly, because most people never ever read the agreements. A lot of people didn't even read the damn FAQ. So why would I be discouraged to see people who are getting denied for violating rules? Also, just recently, I realized that a lot of people weren't even understanding how they were violating the DCA rule either, because, you know, a lot of people, when they DCA, so let's say they take a sell here and it fails them, and then they take the next sell here, but they get out of the first trade, right? They'll take another sale up here, and they're thinking that because of the way that so no, they don't get out of the first trade, but it averages, it moves your entry with the average, right? So they're thinking that, hey, I'm not DCAing anymore because my average is here and I just entered again here, but it's always based on your initial entry. And a lot of them don't realize that. And that's kind of not my problem. It's just not. Yeah. So for now, for me, yes, I do still trust Apex. out of any company, I would trust them more than anyone else because they've paid out significantly more than everyone else. I saw someone in the Discord a couple of days ago, like, oh, Apex takes too long. I requested with my Nasdaq Futures, and I spent this amount all in and I already got paid, and this amount over here all in and I already got paid, but Apex I put this amount in and I haven't got paid yet. I said, okay, but have they approved over 5,500 payouts in 5 days? I doubt it. So how can you even compare? You can't. Don't be dumb. Okay, don't be dumb. But yeah. So that's that. My birthday is January 3rd, which is right after Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. I never understood why there's no birthday Eve, so I created it. Applechecks. Well, thank you. You is crazy. Friday, I was at work and tried to trade. Was worried about 200. I caught some of the end of year stream. Happen now to not trust them. Have a look. This is not talk. These are facts. Just be careful. Much love. Okay, see, Mario, I have problems with people like you because don't go around spreading FUD and ridiculousness if you're not going to expound and expand on what you're talking about. Now, the thing with me is I really don't give a damn about prop firms. Let me just make that clear, because I was already profitable before I started using prop firms. I just wasn't profitable scalping because I never tried to scalp on my live accounts. But I've already made money trading. I don't need a prop firm. And actually, I don't think anyone needs prop firms, right? However, I do like the opportunity that it provides, right? But the reality is, the more successful you are in prop firms, the quicker they are going to push you to live. And what's the point of doing that when you could just go live by yourself? So if you're going to say these are facts, I'm gonna need you to spill the facts that you're talking about. Otherwise, you're just talking. And no offense to you, but I just don't like people who do that. I just don't. So either I do not need to explain something that someone else has already done. All right, well, you're in the wrong place because we don't do that here. So you can go somewhere else where people like to not talk about things, but talk about them at the same time. We don't do that here. But I thank you for tuning in. But trust me, I don't need to be careful. I don't think anybody does. It doesn't matter what prop firm you use. They could shut down today, tomorrow, whatever. Anybody that you do business with can shut down and take your money. Okay. But the most important thing is, while you have the opportunity to make money, that you seize the opportunity, because anything can happen to any prop firm, any company, whatever. I know someone personally who's going through a surrogacy journey, chose the number 2 company as far as escrow goes. And in the middle of their surrogacy journey, the lady ran off with all the money. 10-year company, very trusted. So what was she supposed to do? She didn't know. Nobody did. Good morning, Granny. So again, no matter what business you put your money into or frequent or whatever, you have the opportunity to not get your money. And it's okay. It's all right. But there's no reason to do what you're doing. All right. Anyway. Insty ways. I'm busy trading with my money, not others. Well, then why the hell are you? Okay. Well, if you are too busy trading your own money, why are you tuning into streams of people who are not trading their own money? I'm curious. And I hope you don't take it personal. I'm not that type of person, but I'm a pretty positive person. All the negativity that has been put out there by other prop firm owners, people who have had 900 evals and never got paid out and just want to spread negativity and never even been denied a payout from Apex or anything, but just want to be negative because they need the clout to grow their channels. Like, all of that stuff is weird to me. I don't use the internet for that, so I just don't see the purpose. Do you, and leave it there. That's just how I feel. All right, let's see. We've changed biases now to a downtrend. Let's see if we actually continue down or what ends up happening here. I don't feel attacked. I just don't like what you're doing. If you're going to tell somebody to be careful and do I still trust and you should watch out and these are facts, you can't do that without speaking facts. Either you share the facts or you just don't say anything. I don't understand people. Good morning, Amelia. How are you? Girl, you never late. Birthday Eve pro tip. Go tell your mom you're welcome. And when she say, what am I saying? You're welcome. What? And what am I supposed to do when she say, you're welcome? What is that for? Should I tell my granny too? I'm just saying this company is having some bad and serious issues with payouts. How about you humor us and tell us who actually has the video that's out so I can go watch it? No, I can't see the link because I've blocked links, but just tell me whose channel it's on. I have a feeling I know whose channel it's on, but go ahead and tell me whose channel it's on. But no, I do not feel personally attacked. Let me make that clear. I do not. It looks like we are failing the downtrend to attempt to push back to an uptrend, but we'll see. This could just be a little pullback. Let me see on a 1 minute chart. Iman trading. People don't even have PAs to talk about payouts, I swear. All right, I'll go look at Iman's video. I actually like watching Iman's videos, but I'll go watch it just to humor you. You're welcome for my existence. I'm a blessing, I know. Oh my gosh. I forgot what I said to my, what was it? I think my mom had came home or something and I opened the door for her and she walked right past me to give my grandma a hug and kiss first. And I was like, I could have left you outside, ma'am. And here go my granny. Well, without me, there would be no you because there would be no her. So yes, she should hug me first. I'm like, girl, tomato. Your mom's priorities. My B-Day falls on Mother's Day every few years, including this year. My mom is all, what did you get? Ma'am. Yeah, I'm with Apple Jacks. Her priorities are all jacked up. I troll my mama every day, y'all. I told her it keeps her young. Because without me, then what? Girl, then what? All right, maybe we're not going to fail the downtrend. We just pulled back. You can see to my major level right there. So if we can trade below this rotation level, we should be good to push down. We should be good to push down. What was my last trade? Although I did have a trade where, let's see, 850. So I haven't taken a trade yet. I did have, let me see. Figure out where the trade was so I could show y'all. It's that one. Okay. Now I don't know if I would have gotten filled though. Let me see. And there's something new that I just started looking at. Let's see. 14241. Actually I probably would have. All right, so are they in order? Yeah, they are. All right, cool. So this divergence trade right here, I almost took, but the reason why I didn't is because when it's the deep pullback in the same direction of the overall trend bias, which you guys can see, my bias was still an uptrend at the time. Typically I like for it to be like these two to not match. So it would be a higher low to a higher high to a lower low. So like these two colors don't match. But recently I was looking and I was like, wait, I think that it still works out, but I just need the POC to be in a specific spot, which it was on this one. But I didn't want to take it because it is kind of new and I do have question marks next to it because I'm still not all the way sure. But it's nice to see that it did work out, and probably the next time it sets up, I'll go ahead and take it. But I'll make sure that when I journal today that I do write down, write that particular trade down in my like miss/didn't take section, since it really was a reason why I did not take it. Also, to update you guys, I did end up going with TradeZella as my trade journal. And let me just say this. As soon as my first month is up, I am paying for the yearly. Why didn't I do this? Well, I know why I didn't do it sooner, because I think that 10 accounts is trash, but now it's 20, so it's a little bit different. I do wish that at some point they'd make it unlimited, because especially knowing that there's so many, well, not so many, but you have Apex that allows you to have 20 accounts, but there's a lot of people who don't just trade one prop firm, or they might trade multiple and have more than 20 accounts. So it would be nice for them to have more than 20 accounts. I know that it takes up a little bit more server space and stuff, but yeah, I just feel like that should be done. But I really, really enjoy that platform. It took me a while to get all my tags and stuff together. And one of the things that I do like with that platform versus my other trade journal is the fact that when you are looking at the reporting and you're trying to like drill down into certain setups to figure out like if there's a certain component that's making you lose more and things like that, you're able to filter based on tags. And in my other platform, I could not. So what I did was I set up different categories for tags. So I set up like, what does the volume look like? First of all, of course, what setup is it? What does the volume look like? Where is the point of control? And then like I have one set up for custom tags for like, do we have a color change? Did we have zigzag changes? Is there a double bottom, double top start or end? And then I have a whole nother category for like previous levels, meaning if I'm getting into a buy right here, what does this previous reversal bar look like? Did it react off of one of my minor, middle, or major levels? Did it react off of a support level? Did it react off of a VWAP? So I have all of that set up, and I have it set up so perfect to where I have it in order of how I typically write it in my trade journal. So it's extremely easy to kind of navigate, number one, and also to actually journal everything. So the only thing that I do need to set up is like a little template for like the actual journaling after a session is over, because they have a part that says daily journal, but then they also have another part that says like session recaps or something. So I'm probably gonna do a template for the session recaps and not do the daily journal part, because I don't really need to journal how I felt. Like, no, nothing like that. There's no, like, I don't have trade plans and stuff like that, because you guys know I don't come in with a certain bias and nothing like that. So I think that part I don't really need much, but I definitely want to get back into my session recaps. And even though I no longer have access to the other one to figure out how I did my template over there, I think that I might have put it in like a what do you call it? A Microsoft Word document. I feel like I might have. I'm not sure. So hopefully I can find it, because I do want to kind of use the same flow that I used previously, but we'll see. We'll see. All right. I'm curious to see how this ends up playing out. Okay. So I can take it. Cool. That was literally a perfect setup. But the actually wait. Yeah, that was a perfect setup. I initially questioned it because I didn't pay attention to the volume of this swing versus that one. I thought that was less, and how it pulled back is something new that I have. We did see a zigzag change, but we pushed all the way through, and I would have been filled as well. Already set out of thought. See, glitch. And I don't see a lot of regular pullbacks anymore with the double bottom middles. I don't know if it's because of how price action has been lately, but whenever there's a double bottom middle, I want the POC to be in the wick of the candle, which it was. So legit, that was just perfect. I just sat out for literally no reason. But let's see what else we get. So there's like 2 full wins that I've sat out of so far. So far today. I guess the troll went away, apparently. And I just, nothing against Iman, because obviously he puts out, you know, pretty good videos. They're entertaining, but we can't always listen to everyone on the internet, especially people that you don't even, the type of content he puts out, it's very difficult for you to create some type of relationship with him, really be able to see who he is as a person and things like that, right? So I don't really, he's actually put out content to verify that somebody is a great trader and blah blah blah, just for him to miss the fact that, oh, this person really be faking. And then you have to come back and say, oh guys, I'm sorry, I didn't see that little change real quick in the screen. So now you have to come back with another video. Everybody is, you don't always have all the facts. And I feel like the only person, and I mean the only person who has the facts about Apex is Daryl Martin himself. That's it. That's all. So if you are not Daryl Martin, you just don't know. You don't know. Okay? It's that simple. You just don't know. But let me go look to see what the title of this video is. My goodness. All right, so the first thing I see is a flashing of people not being able to cancel orders and being put into more trades and stuff. First of all, let me say this. And this is no shade to Apex Investing and their trade copier. But if you are using their trade copier, you need to be aware at this moment, because it seems to me, now I could be wrong, but I do have a little bit of facts. Just knowing people who have been using it and it's been glitching out on them. I know someone personally who had his computer open, left the house, logged into our trader from his phone while out, just to see if he had trades. When he disconnected, then guess what? Now all of a sudden, once it reconnected, he ended up having to close over, like, was it 3,000 orders? It was insane. Like, it was just literally flipping back and forth. Thank goodness he was on micros, but he did lose a couple of PAs from it. But it looks like that trade copier can be glitched out in certain situations. Now, that still has nothing to do with Apex, the funding company, okay? And this is why sometimes updates to certain things are just not the best. But it's also why I stopped using that copier. Because I just had a feeling that with the updates, it just wasn't going to be right. I don't know why, but I just had a hunch, and a lot of my hunches be right, okay? But like certain things that are happening, we can't sit here and blame rhythmic issues and Tradeovate issues on Apex. You guys, like, why is it so difficult for people to have common sense? well, my Top Step account isn't doing this. That's because your Top Step account has significantly less people on the server than Apex's server. Why are we dumb? Why are we dumb? Common sense. And because we all signed agreements saying that Apex is not the owner of the data, they're not responsible for the data provider or your platform, yet when Rhythmic or Tradeovate has issues and they acknowledge something as being widespread, Apex rolls back the accounts. If they didn't care, why would they roll back the accounts on something that they're not even responsible for? Why are we even having these conversations? All of this shit, honestly, to me, has started from other prop firm owners who are not as successful as Apex, who are jealous as hell and need to just shut the hell up and eat their food. Please, let it go. If something happens to Apex, guess what? They had the greatest run of any prop firm out there, probably period, but at least for sure in the future space. If I was running out of money as a prop firm owner, I don't think that I would pay out. I don't think I would approve 5,500 transactions in 5 days. For what? For what? Why would I do that? Like, let's make it make sense. Have they been denying people? Absolutely. But I'm telling y'all, most of the time, there are people in Discord, right, who will inbox the mods their ticket number because, oh, this happened and blah, blah, blah. There is always more to it. Always. So when you see people publicly, whether it's on YouTube, Instagram, in the Discord, hey, they haven't paid me out since May. Are you with the fraud department? One girl has been raging about not being paid, and guess what? She put her fucking banking details in incorrectly. So how can you get your money, honey bun? Like, can we use our resources to do something else than this? I just don't get it. I don't. We are best friends now. I think the same way. I do feel they can have some legal issues with the DCA shit, but I would hope they're prepared for it. Well, I don't know. I mean, we talked about this before. Like I said before, a martingale strategy is a form of DCA. So if they want to use that as what DCA is instead of just saying martingale, I don't think that they are in any trouble. And if they have it written out, whether it's in FAQs, you can always screenshot that, like, hey, this is the day that I changed this on the FAQ. It was available for everyone to know. We put out videos on this particular date. That holds up in court because rules can change at any time. And it's not always just about what the rules were when you signed the agreement. Rules can change, right? So I don't know if they can have legal issues with that. Who knows, honestly? But like you said, hopefully they're prepared for it if they do have legal issues from it. But what gets me is there are so many people. Just yesterday, actually, I was 2 days late, but it just popped up in my timeline. But I caught someone in the group who said, true confessions, this time last month, I was extremely frustrated. I have been denied a payout on these 7 accounts, 2K withdrawal apiece, and rightfully so because I had DCA'd repeatedly. Fast forward a month later of following Apex's rules to a T, and I've been paid. I can also attest, as I've told my fellow trading friends, that adhering to their rule set has made me a better trader. I was trying to make sure I didn't miss a trade, which I did not. Did it initially give me some psychological hurdles that I had to overcome? Absolutely. Am I still very much a work in progress? Absolutely. However, if you follow the rules they've put in place, you are much more likely to have consistency in your trading and become less of a boom bust trader. The biggest thing for me is most people who were DCAing before, who didn't decide to bitch about the enforcement of rules that were already there, who decided, you know what, I'm going to make the best of this and change up the way that I'm doing things. Every single person has admitted that it made them a better trader. But you have all these people out here who think that Apex enforcing these rules now are just to not pay out as much, are just to keep money in their pocket and all of these things. Yet there are people who admit that they're making more money now and getting better profitable days because they changed the way that they were trading. Trades by Matt got denied. He changed the way he was doing things. And he's admitted publicly that he actually likes trading the way that he does now, with a set stop loss, set take profit, and he moves on about his business. So I just don't understand why people are making it as big of a deal as they are, because it just doesn't make sense to me. And I don't think it ever will. It just never will, honestly. I just purchased that trade copier. Now, Janelle, why you do that? Y'all don't be listening to me. That trade copier is not it, honey. I don't even like the way it looks personally, but I just prefer this one. That's the affordable indicators one. It's more expensive, but to me, it's so much better. So much better. I have had no complaints from this trade copier at all. I like the fact that, so one of the other things that I did not like when they updated that trade copier with Apex was they made it to where all of your followers are now market orders. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me, but quote me at the same time, because I'm pretty sure that was one of the, when they changed the interface, that was one of the biggest things. That trade copier desyncs all the damn time. It's just all kind of things with it. But either way, I trade with limit orders. I don't want my followers to be market orders, especially with the way that I scalp. You guys know that a lot of my trades last less than 5 seconds. A lot of them do. So why would I want market orders on my followers? That is not good for the way that I trade, right? So I love this, the affordable indicators one, because there's actually 2 different modes. You could do orders or you could do executions. So like at the top up here is orders. So that means that all of my followers have their own orders. So I don't have to worry about a whole bunch of discrepancies and the P&L and stuff like that. I also like the fact that he listens to the customers, and his trade copier has evolved into what it is now because he listened to us. I just love it. Okay. I love it. I do feel like I get faster executions with his than I did with the Apex copier as well. And I'm gonna tell you another thing that I really, really like. Let me see if I can unlock this real quick. Restore. I don't know if you could see this, but you see how there's this button right here, which I'm not going to click. That's called one trade. Okay. And basically what his copier does is it pays attention to the fact that you have these different accounts that you have not traded yet today. So do you want to click this button? And if you click that button, it's going to put you into a 1 micro in and out trade so that you can satisfy the trading day. Like, it's just different things like that that he has that I love. I don't have all the features on here right now, but there's also a feature. I don't know if that's the copier or the dashboard. It might be the accounts dashboard, because this is 2 products in one. So this is the copier, and then like seeing all your auto liquidate and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure that's the risk manager accounts dashboard thingy or whatever. But I love that too, because you actually can put on there like a daily loss or a daily loss goal or a daily profit goal, and you can define it per account. And after you have it set, once you hit that goal, it takes you out of the trade. Does not let you take any more trades on that account, even if it's still listed in the follower list for the trade copier. Same thing with the loss. If you hit that loss, it's not going to let you take any more trades on that account unless you go back into the settings and change it to where, you know, you change the daily goal or loss or whatever. I also like the fact that it will auto liquidate you when you get to the profit threshold for evals. So like you can see how from funded it says 2400, right? So let me see if it's not on this screen, but I basically set it to where once I'm like $10 over the threshold for passing the eval. So once it gets to that, it'll auto liquidate me and we're good to go. So it's a lot of things that I like about those two products together. Like I said, it is more expensive than the Apex copier, but to me, it's so worth it. It is so worth it, you guys. So I use 3 of his indicators. I use those 2, and then that's also how I enter my trades with the chart trader. All of those 3 things put together, just pristine. Like, I have no complaints whatsoever. One thing that is true with all prop firms, you're trading on these platforms at your own risk. Exactly. I just want people to not be so dumb. Please. I beg of you. I beg of you. I'm so mad I haven't taken a trade yet, though. I should have taken that last sale. I'm going to see what is... where were we at when that happened? All right, hold please. 1.2 and... I fucking missed it again. All right, I missed that one. And hold on. Let's see. All right. So I did miss this trade right here. And I'm hopefully tomorrow, I'm doing better with my misses and not missing so many. But with that one in particular, I just kind of changed how I trade, like going back towards the new session low. I used to need the POC to be in a specific place. Now I don't. Now I just wanted to pull back to my minor level, and it does not matter where the POC is, but I forgot about that. So that's why I missed it. By the time I looked down and looked back up, the trade was gone. So I'm just really happy with the price action. I'm not gonna lie. Why is this oh, I just can't see it. I can't take that. It just touched the level to the tick. But yeah. Get this one in Nutty's chat. Wait, do you $1 million to switch? What does that mean? Do I have the link? Yes, hold on. I got you. I got you. I gotta remember what it's called. Accounts dashboard. But it's okay. And it looks like it's 20% off. It's a 20% off should pop up if it's your first purchase. If not, you can always write in the chat and ask him for it. But when you go to that site right there, that's all the different accounts dashboard products. The one that you want for the trade copier is the one called duplicate account actions. And right above it is a video that says my trade copier. Watch the video. You can see all of the different features and everything. It's a very great product. It is. All right, I don't want to take that still there. Let me hold $1. Made $230 on that drop. Amazing. Congratulations. Am I streaming tomorrow? Hell yeah. Girl, my birthday don't stop no show. I don't even do nothing for my birthday. It don't stop no show. We gonna be here. I'm done trading though. I could have held my short, but I'm gonna make too much money and I won't be able to consistently make that every day. Well, yeah, especially if you like in the middle of how many trading days you have until you're requesting the next payout. I definitely would not, because you think about it, the price action has been kind of shitty for the last couple of weeks. So today is like an amazing price action day. Like I said, even looking at the 30-second chart and how smooth it looks. I mean, besides, this was a little wonky, but I just feel like this is just because we were going from a nice little uptrend and switching directions or whatever. But it's been pretty smooth. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, to switch from apex to top. Somebody said something about Patrick is promoting TPT now. I don't know how true that is, but that's what somebody said. All right, we have a divergence setup happening, but nope. The POC was literally one tick higher than I wanted it to be. One tick. And you see, I would have lost. I just am legit enjoying this POC way of trading, like legit. Can't take that one. Can't take this sell. The level's weak right after it. I need to get a few top step accounts. I had TPT, but the trail and drawdown on the live accounts was ass. What's the damn shame that I don't do nothing on my birthday? I do want to do something next year, because next year I'll be 35. So I feel like that's kind of a milestone. And the last time I did anything for my birthday was my 30th. My mom threw me a surprise party because she knows I do nothing on my birthday, which it was pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. All right, we pushed up too hard on that one. See if we end up getting a change of direction or not. Even though I sat out of way more trades than I should have today, I'm still pretty happy about how the session's been going so far. I'll try to only sit out of things that I'm not the most confident on. Kind of leave it at that. Ooh, I rejected at my major level kind of hard. See if we could push through it. We rotated over my middle level, and anytime I take that trade, it's always going to start a little bit of a rejection there, but most of the time it pushes right through. So I wasn't too worried about it. But you never know. You never know. Oh, y'all, let me tell y'all. So my cousin's birthday was the 11th. That's my cousin that's like my brother. His kids are who I call my niece and nephews. So his birthday was on the 11th, and we celebrated like as a family, a small family type of gathering the weekend of, or like the weekend after. So this past weekend, we had like a little party at his house for all his friends, and then the, cousins that's around his age. And so after we ended up leaving his house and going to this little, I guess it's a club, this club called Fahrenheit. And I've never been there. First of all, the last time I even went out in that kind of capacity was probably his birthday maybe he just turned 30, so it probably was like his 27th birthday, 28th birthday. It was either 2 or 3 years ago, one of the two. So as you can see, I don't go out. Okay, I do not. But anyway, so we go to the place, and I drank a lot that day. Okay, I am not proud, but I wasn't drunk or anything, but I had a lot of alcohol. Okay, and I'm not really a drinker like that, and the last time I drank like that was, again, when we went out for his last birthday. So maybe I need to stop celebrating his birthday with him. I don't know, but either way, y'all, I'm not a smoker. Okay, I do not smoke in any way, shape, or form, period. We get into the place, and it was so, because you can smoke weed in there, you can smoke whatever the hell you want to. I don't think I ever seen anybody smoke cigarettes in places like that, but it's mainly, you know, like Black and Milds, hookah, weed, that kind of thing. Y'all, it was so bad that we was in the section. I was sitting there coughing my lungs up the first 10 minutes we was in that place, and I was confused as to why I was the only person in the whole place that was coughing. It was so bad that my cousin's girlfriend, her friend that was with us, was like, girl, she tapped me. She said, girl, are you okay? I said, no. This was Saturday. I promise y'all, I still feel raspy and like, I feel smoker's cough almost still days later. It's so bad. And I feel like I have this permanent smell of like the tobacco in my lungs, in my nose. It's nothing I could do to get it out, y'all. Tell me what to do. And then I was pissed because the day before I had just washed my hair, and I still have the smell a little bit in my hair, but it's not that bad. It's just like, I feel like I don't breathe right. And now I understand how secondhand smoke is worse than firsthand, okay? Because I should not be feeling this way. I didn't smoke anything. Needless to say, that's the last time I'll ever go to that place. Because no, I can't take it. I can't. We got the 1 million from Top Step, and his Apex is giving affiliates 1 million. What? Oh wow. I'm turning 30 in January, and Costa Rica might be the move. Ooh. That would be a nice vacay. Y'all are babies. Amelia, I feel old too. Cause why she even have to do us like that? Nobody needed to know that she was a little baby. We real seasoned, okay? But I will tell you, I feel better than ever. And that is no lie. I really do. I really, really do. Hopefully the POC stays where I don't want it to be. And I am going to sit out of this divergence trade because even if the POC is where I want it to be, I told y'all this is kind of like this is a little bit different because it looks like it's rejecting in the zone, which is a little bit different than the trade I took earlier. But we had the trend change bias, or the trend bias change. Y'all know what I meant. And there's more volume in this swing than this previous swing up. So I want to see, and there we have it. The POC wasn't even where I wanted it to be, so we're good there. But I just have a feeling that the reason why I lost that divergence trade earlier was because of the bias change, but I don't know. All right, let me see. We're almost back to full drawdown on the first account, so that's nice. Oh, that's why. All right, I'm gonna have to change. Oh, no. I know what I could do. Very interesting. I wanted to take this, but the POC was right on the bottom of that zone, and no divergence because we're pushing off the bottom of that zone. We were pushing off the top, then fine. I need to data series. I don't want the global objects. All right, perfect. Perfect. All right, let's see what we got. Today has been such a smooth price action day. I think me sitting out of the trades makes me even more mad because today was just such an amazing day as far as price action goes. Like, girl, do that when the shit's choppy, not when it's how you like it. Not then. Oh yeah, I did. I know we talked about this on Friday. I did figure out what I wanted to see. Like, remember I lost the one trade where the entry bar had wicked off the prime high, like because the two spots were really close together. I actually figured out what the problem was. It's not that the volume of the swing had to be a certain thing. It's just it can't react off of my minor level. So if we, like for instance, this trade, if it would have rejected here and like this zone wasn't here, it reacted off of my minor level, so I can't take it then. It has to kind of, like, the previous bar has to basically just kind of be in la la land, and then it works out. So far it worked out 100% of the time when that was the case. But when we react off my minor level first and then we try to reject at the prime high or prime low, does not work out. Don't know how I didn't pay attention to that, but I didn't, and now I did, and now that's the new rule. So we should be good here. All right, 779. Whoa. Look at the minute chart. Like, tell me the price action ain't price actioning. What did I say that volume was? 779. So you bastard. That bar closed too fast. I actually was going to enter this trade. The bar just closed way too fast. The POC wasn't where I wanted it to be initially, and then it got there right as the bar was closing, so it was kind of nothing I could do on that one. Nothing I could do on that one. I was hoping for the rejection right there. Okay, or you could just keep pushing. That's fine too. I don't know if we're gonna be able to push through there, but let's see. No. Nope. Cool. And actually. Damn, y'all. That was my fault. No. Fuck. Damn. Okay. That was me. And I looked down at my damn cheat sheet and everything. Girl, how did you make that mistake? The POC was in the wick. I actually wanted it to be in the body only because of the pattern of these swings right here. And I totally forgot about that part. And I looked down twice. Fuck. All right. There's a mistake. There is a mistake. Mistakes were made. What is my... I'm still positive though, right? Cool. Guess I can't be that mad. But that makes me angry. I literally looked down twice. But at least it lets me know that my thought process is right. I just gotta remember certain things. But the fact that I looked down twice and did not catch that part. MP last week started that rumor that Apex was spending $1 million on affiliates every week. You know what? I think I did see that. And I just was like, what are you talking? Top Step and $1 million to affiliates. Real baby until it's 8 p.m. and I'm in bed. Friday, I was so fed up with all the YouTubers and all the prop firm complaining that I unsubbed from everyone except KeAmber and Nutty. Oh, well, thank you for staying. Yeah, it's just annoying, honestly. But yeah, online safety. What Amelia said, the guy who owns, it's Top Step, right? The guy who owns Top Step lied about Apex paying $1 million a week or a month or something to affiliates, like the ones that have deals or something. I don't know. But this is the other thing for me. Even if that was the case, let's just say it is the case. Why? Number one, why are you worried about it? Number two, that would just, to me, and this is just me, that would attest to to how much money they have. If they can afford to pay that much to affiliates every week, every month, whatever you were saying. So why is this a bad thing? You do know that companies spend money on marketing and advertising, right? Whether it's through ads, through brand deals, affiliate deals, whatever the case may be. Like, why, first of all, why the fuck does it matter to you how much this man is spending? I just don't get it, bro. All right, this is what makes me even more mad about this. I was not wrong. I mean, obviously we went up 100 ticks from there, but I'm glad to see that my thought process on where I want the POC to be on this type of divergence, you can see we're going in the direction of the trend. It's just a bigger pullback, right? But that's just something that I have to pay a little bit more attention to, is the volume of my swings with those, because depending on the volume of the swings and also the market structure, when I take that trade, the trade is a little bit different. I want to see how this 1 bar pullback works out, because you guys know I don't take those anymore. But okay, so my thought process was correct. I still don't want to take them. I just thought maybe it would be a little bit different with that particular trade, but maybe it wasn't. We still don't like it. We still don't like it. But yeah, that's just really weird to me. Stay out that man pocket, please. All right. The trade did not validate itself. The PLC was too low. Nvidia is almost at a price I might buy some more stock for the long term. Do I have Nvidia stock? I don't remember what I have anymore at all. I need to now that it seems like I'm not really having to study as much and as long. Last week I felt like I did have to study quite a bit, but I think that the price action was just giving me trades that I didn't really see often. So I was losing more than I would like to, obviously. I don't want to lose very much at all. But now why not? But I really want to kind of sit down and go through the course that I have from Wall Street Trapper, so that once I am at the point where I want to start buying stock for long term again, then I already have all the knowledge that I need. I mean, the one course that I took from Ian Dunlap, that at least taught me like how to use your market structure, understanding to know when to purchase stocks and stuff. But Wall Street Trapper, I think, does a good job of teaching you about like research of companies and CEOs and like certain markers to look for and things like that. What is, oh, I forgot I can't use that anymore. But I do want to sit down and go through the course. We are having a little consolidation at my major level, as you can see. Another reason why I have it on there. Text message. I cannot believe I made that mistake on that freaking divergence trade. Because why, girl? Why? I really hate Charles Schwab. I hate the interface. It bothers me so bad. How do I even, oh. I don't know why I thought I had Nvidia stock. Okay, I guess I don't. All right, let's see. AMD, Amazon, Apple, Five9, Microsoft. All right. I didn't take this trade because we were so close to this buy rotation level, which is where I would have had to break even anyway, so it kind of made no sense to do it. But everything about the trade was what I wanted it to be. Had that buy rotation level not been there, I would have got into it. TECL and the S&P. My TECL, it was a 614% return. That is insane. I've had a 95% return on the S&P, 148% return on Microsoft, negative 47% on Five9, 127% on Amazon, 183% on AMD, and 80% on Apple. Not so shabby. Not too shabby. All right, we've pushed up too far off of this support level, so let's see, and I just touched that for a double top. We got 30 minutes left in the session. We have price action like this for the rest of the week, and I don't make mistakes, and I stop sitting out of good trades. We might have a great week. We might have a great week. I just drew this bubble here to remind myself that this touched this rotation level. See, hitting the static drawdown threshold really makes trade in the VA. Absolutely. Nvidia is a hell of a buy right now. I'm averaging $83 a share. I'm convinced I could flip this account in 20 days. 20 days ain't bad. I was thinking if it got to 115, it's a buy. If it gets there, that is. That might be wishful thinking. I read a balance sheet and P&L like an expert. Oh, you're a CPA? Nice. Fundamental analysis lags price too much for my taste. I feel that. That's why I feel like if you can understand market structure and how to trade and when's the best time, like as far as long-term stocks go, like you could still use Fibonacci and other things like that. However you want to analyze the market, I think day trading is an amazing skill, period. Whether you are intraday trading, swing trading, trading for long-term like stocks and stuff like that, because you always need to make sure your money is making you more money, period. Like if your money's not working for you, you have a problem. You got a problem. You can never work as quick or as hard as your money can work for you. Body. I was hoping for the close of that bar to push up, but we didn't get it. I'm buying lunch for everyone. Keep holding. Oh, absolutely. I'm so hungry. You always hungry, Chad. But yeah, I got some really nice gains. I'm not gonna lie. That's the one thing that I did appreciate about being in Ian Dunlap's stock club or whatever. It's just the insane pricing of it now. I would never support that, ever. I told y'all already months back. When I got into his stock club, it was $20 a month because he was trying to help women of color, single mothers, that kind of thing. So obviously your target audience changed as you gained popularity, and that's fine. That's what happens for some people. But the change in price is not something that was appealing to me anymore. So, oh, that's for that. Okay. PLC was too low again. So we'll probably reject right there. Or not. Or not. Was that the... I wanted to make sure I didn't miss putting something on my cheat sheet, but I didn't, so. Oh yeah, let me log into TradeZella because I want to show you guys something. And this was something that I really loved about my other trade journal too, is being able to see the difference in my P&L from trades that are now valid versus trades that are not invalid. I mean, that are not valid anymore because of changes that I've made over time. So I want to show you guys this because I'm not going to be able to. Now, mind you, some of the losses will really actually end up being break evens, which is cool because I basically did kind of realize when I need to start breaking even with zigzag changes when it comes to the regular pullbacks and stuff. So this is the date range for this. I think it starts May 28th that week. So this is kind of what the stats look like for the trades that are valid. Okay. And then if I, hold on, because I need to be able to see. Watch this. If I only choose the trades that are now invalid based on new rules. Hold on, I have a lot of different setups. If I do that one and this one. So the first, I forgot what it said, maybe like a $4,700 profit or something. Which, like I said, it would be more, but there's a couple of trades in there that are considered losses that will actually be break evens in the future. But look at this. Now look at the stats of the trades that are now invalid. That's a pretty big swing. From like a 80-something% win rate to a 23% win rate, from a positive $4,700 profit to negative $6,700. This is a pretty big difference. Yeah. So that's another reason why I was ready to get into a trade journal, because I need to see things like this, because it's one thing when I'm making changes on a daily basis and I go back and I go back through all the data that I have in, let's put an X next to this. This isn't valid anymore. That's cool. But I need to be able to see everything all in one right in my face. And so seeing those stats was like, yo, I'm on the right track. And then also putting everything into TradeZella this weekend, it also helped me to, now look at this. Look at this. I'm telling y'all, I be paying attention. This is why chart time is so important. If it wasn't for what I discovered on Friday, I would have gotten into this trade and been confused. Like, why did I lose this? We got the divergence at the prime high. It wicked through the prime high, as you can see. It wicked. The POC was where I wanted it to be. The only difference is that this bar reacted off my minor level, literally by like 2 ticks. And it would have lost. I would have gotten wicked out there. I'm telling y'all, I'm almost there. But anyway, being able to filter through the trades like that in an online trade journal is just so important for me, because one of my trade buddies is like, I just use Excel, it's free. That's cute and everything. And I did like using Excel a lot better when I was back testing that way, because of how I use every column for different variations or variables of the trade. Did we react off the VWAP, things like that. But to use that as my way of journaling, period, I don't want to do that. I don't. It takes way too much time. So yeah, it's just so much easier to do it in TradeZella. I don't know why I didn't do this before. Well, I know why, but y'all get what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm really actually enjoying it. I'm not gonna lie. I am. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, it's not gonna do it. But yeah, so I am thoroughly enjoying that trade journal. I just don't like having to import these damn trades manually, but aside from that, I love it. I freaking love it. This trade looked like it was setting up. Okay, that's a little bit better. I just wanted us to kind of, what is that, 1350? Like one tick above. I wanted us to kind of get away from that buy rotation level, which we did. It actually disappeared now, so. All right. Let's bring the zone up to here. Oh, this will be interesting. I want to see how this trade plays out. Where's that PLC 9550? Yeah, see, I didn't think it was gonna work out. So maybe this is kind of like that same divergence trade that I set out of earlier that actually won, but I think the biggest difference is that this one's reacting off of the zone. I don't really care too much for this particular divergence hanging off the zone, especially not with this the market structure pattern. I think with this particular market structure pattern, we can't touch the zone. We just can't. And it really makes sense why, because when you think about it, like, so I like when I'm going in the same direction of the trend, I like for it to be a higher low, then a higher high, and then a lower low, because this structure lets me know that by the time we get down here to the lower low, we're not really wanting to continue pushing up, right? Because we've already started the downtrend here. At least if it was a higher high and we pull down to a lower low, we didn't already start the downtrend because the last swing was a higher high. I hope this makes sense, but this is how I logically think about it in my brain. So obviously if we push down so far that we're at the bias change zone, I don't really care where the POC, I don't care about none of that. I don't really want to take that trade. And you can see that trade would have lost. We only went 13 ticks. It hit my minor level right here, and then we reversed off of the zone, the minor level. So I think when it comes to this structure, I'm okay with taking it as long as we're not at that zone. That's probably how I'll end up playing that. And because that is something new, because before I wasn't taking that market structure at all for that particular divergence. And I haven't taken one live just yet anyway. So that's why I went ahead and sat out of it, and I'm glad I did. But yeah, I think that's something that I want to kind of pay attention to a little bit. All right, we pushed up too high there. Now we're at my middle level. be rejecting the bias change. Yeah, because this sale at my major level is invalid at this point. Okay, we've gone right back up. Are you going to change? Wait. Alright, yeah. Now we've invalidated ourselves. I was looking for that sale right there, but now we're at the prior low. I don't take sales there, so. All right, what is that? It's 3.3. I think after the market fully factors in the probabilities associated with Korea, China, Russia, and why did I always say Asia? Iran, there will be a sell-off. Advanced degree stack too. Oh, let me find out. Resource later in the year, hopefully for taxes and such. I don't know if that's what you do, but I hope so. I don't practice anymore, although I'm still registered. I'm focused on the trading. It's an auditor. I think they work her to death. Well, Applejacks, if you want a resource for taxes, I can recommend you the person who I've gone to for taxes for many, many years. He's not a CPA. I actually thought he was. He's not a CPA, but he used to work in the finance department for major companies or whatever. He has his own tax business. He's the only person that I trust with my taxes. He doesn't do that shady stuff. He's really good with like, hey, you know, you say you're a trader, but I don't see expenses for this. Do you have these kind of expenses? He's really, really good with that. And probably him doing taxes for me for so long and me having so many different streams of income and trading and 1099 and W-2 and all these things, he's like really, really good. I've been going to him now for probably like 8 years, maybe 9. And like I said, the only person that I trust, period. So just let me know and I can give you his information if you want it. Most of my closest friends who have like the more complicated taxes and stuff, they go to him now too. And never had any bad experiences with him personally. None of my friends have either. He's actually based in Dallas. Wait. 8650. I wanted to take this trade, but I can't. because we rotated over the VWAP. For whatever reason, divergence trades when you're rotating over a VWAP does not work out well most of the time. Now this one probably will, just because I said that out loud, but most of the time I cannot take that trade, which sucks, because as you can see, that was an amazing trade there. But yeah, I just couldn't take it. And who knows, maybe now that no, I shouldn't have taken this one no matter what, because I didn't realize we had a lower high in the middle of that. But technically it wasn't divergence, it was more like a one of my alternate pullbacks, which I need to start learning how to take when we have this type of like, all right, trend bias uptrend. We didn't really touch a level. We just kind of, well, reacted off of the VWAP, but it was literally a perfect trade aside from that. So I need to start learning how to take that though, because I don't know how just yet. The big four definitely worked them dry, but it will open the door to the blue chip board and other esteemed seniors. I should have known you would know, especially with payouts and such. I need a good one. I got you. Matter of fact, I will put his information in the chat real quick. Or should I do that? Yeah, he don't mind extra business. His name is Leroy Alexander, but we just call him LA. Let me see. My best friend who trades, he just started going to him like 2 years ago, and I remember I had been telling him like, just let LA do your taxes, just let him do it, blah blah blah. And so his very first year of him using him, he ended up like, he was missing out on an extra, I think it was almost $4,000 in tax deductions. Crazy. I was like, see, I tried to tell you. Leroy Alexander, and tell him that I sent you. He will make sure you are very taken care of. We actually, when I was doing credit repair, we actually did like a little Zoom call or whatever, because when I was doing credit repair, I was an admin in this group for everyone who uses the software that we used at the time. And so of course, when you have certain businesses like credit repair and other things like that, you really need a really, really good tax professional. Not to say anything bad about like H&R Block or anything like that, but you kind of want to make sure that whoever you're going to has experience with certain things, you know, because you can miss out on extra deductions because those people don't know, they don't have a lot of experience doing taxes for people that have, you know, those kind of things going on. And it was a really, really good Zoom. Like everybody had really good information from him, and quite a few of them actually ended up using him during tax season. Again, no complaints from them. He's just really knowledgeable. He stays on top of everything. And I just love him. I told him, legit, I promise you, I kid you not, I told him, I said, I just want you to know, if you ever decide that you don't want to do taxes anymore and you want to shut your company down and everything, joke's on you, because you're still going to do mine. He was like, girl, what? But yeah, we actually met in a network marketing company that I was a top producer in. And at the time when he first created the tax business, he actually created it with another top earner. They lived in the same city or whatever, and they actually were friends before we were in that company or whatever. And they've since separated, but I was so happy that he kept his side of the tax business going, because I don't know what I would do if I had to find somebody else. I don't trust nobody with my information but him, I promise. Probably one other person, and that's just because she's been doing taxes for a very long time and we're really good friends. But he just the cream of the crop, honey. Cream of the crop. This is such a weird place for this trade to be. And because I only have 7 minutes left, I'm not going to take the trade. Because normally why didn't I just take it? Normally I would, but because we were in this zone, I get so confused sometimes when we start getting real choppy and this trade sets up in the zone. I just get confused. Like, do I really want to take this? But you can see, I would have gotten filled for sure, and it was a full win. I don't know why. I guess it's the zone that threw me off. But you can see, if I didn't get filled here, I absolutely would have gotten filled there. And we pushed right on up. The zone threw me off. It threw me off. But everything looked how I wanted it to look. Which I don't know why the zone threw me off, because I'm pretty sure I have in the trades that I've taken that we rotated over the green or red level, which obviously indicates our change bias zone. So I don't know. Don't ask me why I didn't take the damn trade, because I don't know. I do know, but I don't know at the same time. The other thing that kind of threw me off as well, with this particular setup, right, I prefer for the entry bar and the previous bar, so these two bars, I prefer for them to rotate over my minor level as well. And as you can see, it did not rotate because this one didn't close on it. So that was kind of another reason why I was like, I don't know. But it's cool. It's all good. All right, no trade here. We got a color change and it's way too much volume in that swing. Which means depending on how we react here, we could just reject and push back down again. Which is what we've done since the bias changed. So look how smooth this is. Like, this is just so smooth. Price action, where have you been? Where have you been? What is my... Oh, I'm so mad at that one trade. So I should have ended way more in profit. And I set out of at least 3 trades that I know for sure were valid. Get your life, honey. Get your life. You know I got you, Apple Jacks. My kids started summer camp today, so no more dad look while I'm down $500. Oh no. Why are you down for 500? I can't take trades and consolidations. I get burned every time. I think it's so weird because I tell y'all all the time, I pay attention to my P&L on a daily basis, weekly basis, whatever. But at the same time, I kind of don't, because like I showed you guys in TradeZella, what's most important to me in this moment is making sure that I'm filtering out losses with adjustments that I make. And I feel like on days like today, when the price action is so great, because I don't have as many losses, it's hard for me to make whatever adjustments need to be made. I feel like as much as I've hated the last couple of weeks of the really choppy consolidated markets, I also loved it because of all the learning lessons that I got from it. Because so far, it's looking like I'll be okay no matter what the market conditions are. But I needed those weeks of the choppy market because I wouldn't get anything to learn from out of this at all. The price action is too good. But those choppy markets, baby, I learned a lot. I learned a lot. So I'm just hoping that, you know, whether we continue with the good price action or we start consolidating next week, we might have a little bit more consolidating markets since, wait, the 4th is next week, right? Or am I slow? Yeah. So I think the 1st and the 2nd are separate trading days, and then the 3rd through the 5th is one trading day, if I'm not mistaken. So if we see a little bit of choppiness next week, I ain't gonna like it, but I won't be too mad, because at least I'll be able to kind of put my strategy to the test to see if all the changes that I made when the market was choppy is now translating over well to the choppy markets when they come back. And we'll just kind of see. Interesting. The buy could have possibly worked out until the PLC stopped on the bottom of the zone. And there would have been the stop out. And actually, I think I would have wanted it's plus the color change. So we're still kind of technically rejecting this level. There's the bias change, immediately rejected, 2nd rejection, 3rd rejection. Tried to keep going. This kind of is a 4th rejection. So let's see if we push back up or not. But we seem to have kind of hit a little wall there. And the trading session is basically over. Sorry I didn't take as many trades as I was supposed to. At least today I was supposed to be taking the trades. Other times I legit just don't have a setup because we're so choppy at the time. But y'all did see a couple of trades, so I guess I don't feel that bad. But I can see based off of where price is right now that I'm not going to get anything in the next minute. So let's go ahead and show you guys the accounts. So I took 8 trades on the leader, 3 on the followers. Again, and actually it's not 8 trades, it's 7. I keep forgetting I had a double entry on one of them. All right, so yeah, 7 trades. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 4, lost 2, broke even on 1. Sat out of at least 3 wins. That very first loss, actually the last loss I know for sure was incorrect, so that's cool. And then the very first loss was the counter trend divergence after the trend bias change. So I gotta go back through my data, like I said, one more time, because I kind of quickly did it while I was trading, so I could have missed something. But I have a feeling that that's gonna be a problem, because it was basically telling me that that new trend change was it was kind of like a powerful move, I guess you could say. So anyway, this account, this is the one where we carried that 724 balance over when I was supposed to be trying to fail the account. So we're almost back to the full drawdown and balance on that. If I didn't make that damn mistake on the last trade, we would be even closer. But you know, whatever, tomato, tomato. This account I just started today. And then we have like 1,600 drawdown left in that particular account, which that account actually renews on Monday. So what I'm probably going to do for the rest of the week, depending on how the week goes, is I'm probably just going to start doubling the contracts, honestly, on this account starting tomorrow, because to me, that's what makes the most sense, at least until I get back to full drawdown. If I can get back to full drawdown, then I'll drop back down to 1 contract and leave it at that, because we need to have that account pass or fail by Friday, basically. So we'll see what happens. Hold on. Down to just KeAmber. Girl, what happened? Amelia, give me the tea. Before I leave, give me the tea, honey. Cause what? Is it his chat? Is the chat too toxic? Cause honey, let me tell you something. All of y'all are gonna be my mods, so that when I grow too much and I can't pay attention to the chat, I need y'all to keep the chat peaceful like we are right now. Okay? If you see all the hoopla, like, I'm cool with people coming in and say, you don't know how we are. We don't care about people calling stuff out, whatever. Call out your trades, do whatever you want to do. But coming in like Mario did earlier, just ban his ass, okay? Ban him. He out of there. Yes, I am nice and green. It's all chat, just garbage. And it's like, it's expected as you grow, right? Because even sometimes Alpine's chat is not the greatest, you know, but sometimes his chat is moving so dang on fast. What can you catch? You know what I mean? But I just don't want other people to change the environment and community that we're building here. So once you guys are all mods and we have crazy people in the chat, please just get them out of here, because I don't need y'all unsubbing from me because of the chat. Because then I'm gonna say, no, it's y'all fault because y'all should have banned that person. The only thing I'm concerned about is being able to consistently trade out of drawdown. Why are you concerned about that? I think you'll be able to do it. One guy was all, I'm going to make a video trashing XYZ. They don't even have an account with. It's the clout for me. It's the clout for me. I don't get it. I don't get it. Online safety. Why are you concerned about consistently being able to trade out of the drawdown? That's what I need to know before I get off of here. 624 to 628. I'm just saving my pictures. I like to save this screen right here, and then I also go to the performance tab of Rhythmic and screenshot those too. I like to keep a log of stuff like that. Concerned is the wrong word. I just need to practice getting out of it. I got you. I think you'll be fine. I think it sounds like your system is really starting to come together. And I think that once you have traded it the way that you've been trading it recently a little bit more, I think that you'll be like super duper confident getting out of the drawdown. Because honestly, that's kind of like one of my, I wouldn't even say concern. I guess it is kind of a concern. Like, I don't want to cycle through PAs, right? So I know for sure when I get to the payout threshold, I'm not going to stop trading, even though maybe the first time, okay, because we need a payout. So maybe the first time I will, but after that, I'm not going to stop trading. But it's kind of, I wouldn't want to say scary, but just thinking about only having $600 left in drawdown is a little much. Like it kind of gives me a little bit of anxiety. But I also know that if I'm sticking to my rules, because I always tell you guys, by the time I get to trading my PAs, I will have my rules set. Ain't gonna be no more, oh, I gotta study this. Like the rules are the rules are the rules are the rules. Okay. So I will feel a lot more confident that I won't hit that $600 in drawdown, but I just don't want to cycle PAs like that. Now, the 125K PA that I do have, I am going to not stop trading with when I get to the payout threshold with that one, just because I don't want to close that PA because I only had $100 left in drawdown. So I will continue trading that one, probably up to probably like $2,600. Like leave myself the same $600 in drawdown, or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Probably. We'll see. But yeah, that would kind of be like something that I think about as well. But yeah, we had a great stream today, and I thank you guys for tuning in. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day because she was green today. Yes. Bye, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.